Hey, so today I've got a meta video for you, but before that, a little bit of housekeeping. A lot of people commenting on my videos that I need to buy a better mic. This is top line gaming mic. It's not my mic that's the problem, and I've had people go to my videos and watch my videos on their devices, no problem. I think the problem is at your end. I'm sorry, I don't know what I can say. It's not something that I can figure out that there is a problem here at my end. Sorry. So yeah, don't know about that. I have a high-end gaming mic. Everything. I've had people look at my my input here for the sound. Nothing. So and I've had other people listen to the videos. Nothing. I can't say why you cannot hear me. I don't know. I have no idea what's happening. Anywho, so I hope the rest of you can hear me, but we shall see. Today I have a video for you about Valleycon. So let me just get that up for you. And here we go. So this is the META of Valleycon25 in New Zealand, which is next weekend. The event itself it has a pack of 1,000 points, 18 order dice cap. You can't replete platoons except a rifle platoon, so you can take one armor platoon, one heavy platoon. And they've made missions based on the rulebook with some common sense applied. So the missions they work just from the rulebook, and they don't need you to like bend rules and stuff. They sort of work. So they've picked out combinations that work. So what am I seeing? Well, Germany is certainly popular. So the new Armies of Germany book really has made a dent in that there are 7 out of 16 lists that are German. There's 3 British lists, so more British than maybe many of the other tournaments we're seeing. We've got 2 American lists and 2 Finnish lists. Finnish, of course, being up there among the popular boys all of a sudden with the discount on armor. And a Soviet one and a French one. What about order dice? The order dice range is between 18 and 11. So 18 was the cap. One thing that did surprise me when I was looking over the lists for this event was that not a lot of people were at 18 order dice. People were generally much lower than that, which suggests to me that perhaps order dice caps is not necessary in the local meta of New Zealand. There was a couple of Death Star armies, but no Death Star army had order dice that was over 13, so the Death Stars are, of course, low on order dice. 13, 14 was the most taken dice count, and the event has 14.3 on average as the dice count. So what are people picking? Well, a lot of people are picking armor. 11 out of 16 lists have armored platoons, but a lot of them don't really max out the armored platoons. They take 1 to 2 tanks, like a couple of tanks and maybe another vehicle. There were 4 of these 11 lists that were Death Starry lists, so they had like 1, maybe 2 tanks. And then other vehicles to make up the numbers. So yeah, that's a bit weird for me, especially going into the WTC, which is my next weekend, right? A lot of armor. Everywhere's got armor, right? So that's a little strange. But, you know, okay. It is what it is. Then what about company commanders? Only 4 are taken out of 16, so definitely not very popular. And we shall see what happens afterwards, whether or not these 4 do better than others. And most of these commanders are taken for gunline armies, camping armies, so that you can snap to a bunch of your army at one go, have them all on ambush, and have them all like within the +4 range of command, right? And there's one taken to keep the Finnish army going, the Achilles Special. What about the non-armored list? Because we do have some. Not lists, but choices. Well, most people are taking gunlining, although some are doing mechanized infantry. Most are doing gunlining and camping. So HE shots, leaf blower style from heavy weapons platoons or artillery platoons, and then camping infantry that has an LMG to sit in the back lines. The builds that I'm seeing are, we have the French battle snails, so the RT-17s, RF-17s, German darker panzers, lots of Panzer IIs, Panzer IIIs, and Panzer Is. The Finnish, of course, are taking T-20s and T-28s with the CO, the Achilles Special, and Death Stars. For the rest, it's camping, it's gunlining, a couple of mechanized, one with flamers, so a barbecue list, and a couple of veteran spammers. My predictions for the event. I think you will find the winner among one of these 4 gentlemen. Brad is bringing 15 order dice. I'm calling it Bow Special because it looks very much like one of my lists. It's got Gurkhas, it's got Crusader AAs. It's very much a list that I could have built. Then we have Heath, 18 order dice, French battle snails, mechanized infantry, and a gun line. It's a very good list, and it will be difficult for the enemy to deal with all that armor and the gun line and the mechanized at the same time. Dale, with his 14 order dice, German mechanized panzers and AA gun line, so he has a bunch of flak guns in his back lines. He can definitely do well as well. He is a little lower than the others on order dice, but still he is at 14 order dice, which puts him in the high end, right? Kieran at 16 order dice with an Achilles Special, which is T-20s, T-28s, infantry, and then a commander to sit in that bubble and give them all morale so that the unreliable doesn't matter. That was what made Achilles' list for the last World Open War, and that is, I think, the most optimized way of running the Finnish. Kieran here has added a barbecue element to his list, which gives it a little bit more punching power, and I like it. I actually think that this is potentially a little bit more dangerous than the original list that Achilles ran. So thank you so much. I think it was John who sent me all the lists. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, good luck to everyone going, and cheers, New Zealand. Bye.